Ross Coulthart says that those drones, that is foreign government. It is China. But twist, it is reverse engineered craft or something along those lines. Let's get the quote. Let's hear what Ross says about those drones, what they are. Take a look at this.
Suggestion that is being put to me is that the Chinese have indeed made a huge advance in electrogravitic technology, and it's taken us by surprise, and that the United States has been caught asleep at the wheel. It was complacently, hubristically thinking that it was way ahead of its foreign adversaries. And in fact, the big show that took place, notably, I know it was reported mainly over New Jersey, I'm increasingly persuaded that the initial show, at least, was, in part, Chinese. And that what happened was the United States responded with technology of its own to muddy the waters. And so you've had this ridiculous situation where, if you believe it, and this is the implication not only from my Senator Mike Rounds interview, but also from the interview that General Glenn Van Herk, the former head of Northcom and NORAD, did to 60 Minutes Bill Whitaker a few months ago. They basically admitted that there's someone operating with impunity over the continental United States, flying so-called drone technology. These drones are not using known propulsion systems. They're not using jets. They're not using propellers. They're not using any kind of known turbine propulsion system that emits the kind of heat that we're used to from that kind of technology. The suggestion is they're using some type of electrogravitics. And my sources are telling me that the big story that, frankly, the US doesn't want you to know about right now, the story that's not being discussed in the media, is the implications of the admissions made by General Glenn Van Herk, in particular, to 60 Minutes, which kind of went through the gate and were largely ignored by most other media, but which I think are incredibly significant.
So that is interesting to say the least. I mean, look, when that drone stuff was happening in Jersey and all the other places, one of the common suggestions of what it could be was that it was a foreign government, it was different type of technology, and there were a lot of people that said it wasn't a foreign government. There was a lot of people that said it was us. There's a lot of people that said it wasn't us. There's a lot of people that said that it was, there was, whether they thought it was definitely UAP, whatever it might be. It dropped off the conversation, obviously, when in the beginning of the year, when the administration said, no, it was not Arrow, it was the FAA. So everybody said, okay, thank you. We'll take that medicine. Thank you very much. And then they don't cover it anymore. The major news outlets. So other people have been talking about it and discussing it. And when you take this and say, okay, does it potentially make sense that China, which if you remember listening to David Grush's interview back when I think it was on like Joe Rogan, when he said that this really is almost, it's like the space race with the Russians, where it's like, hey, there's various countries working on these things to see who is going to be able to use this technology first. Is that feasible? That they said, all right, the Chinese have been working on it, and then they're using it to push it over into other places, the U.S., and the U.S. says, well, wait a minute. They did that, and we haven't shown them what we have also. They'll put ours up there. And so all these crazy things that you're seeing, the orbs that change shapes and all that, it could be stuff that eventually we learned about, we don't learn about. But it doesn't sound to me too far-fetched that this is something that could potentially happen if it's not this particular time that Ross Coulthart is talking about, that these things that have been studied, these technologies that have been worked on, that whoever is going to get it out there first says, hey, look, what are you going to do? We did this. And that really is going to be an overall power shift also. And I think that's the whole point, right? In the same way that the bragging rights of what happened in the power shift of what happened when the first people to land on the moon. And then what happened? Well, okay, we win the space race. The major difference is a lot of people knew that there was a space race. Now, and I'm talking about publicly. The majority of the public doesn't believe that there is a race here for technologies that they're reverse engineering or whatever it might be. So if something like this just kind of appears in Jersey or wherever the hell it is, you're going to get the kind of panic that you did. And it is insane to me. Anytime we talk about these stories, anytime that we talk about the drone stories, it is absolutely insane to me that the type of coverage that was coming out about the drones, every day, people were reporting on it, talking about it. People that I know that do not follow the UAP topic at all were reaching out going, what's going on with these drones? What's this drone stuff? Everybody was talking about these drones. And then it just stopped. And it's not, and you could very well write the next comment, which I would agree with, which is, are you shocked? That's what happens all the time. 100%. And not just with this topic, with any topic. If there's something in the news that everybody is covering 5 days a week, okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, covering this topic over and over and over again. And then a bigger topic drops. And they don't even talk about it anymore. The other one doesn't even show up. Doesn't mean that thing went away. Just means that we're not talking about it anymore because that's not the thing that's getting ratings. That's not the thing people want to discuss anymore. So, again, this story is not far-fetched to me. You could definitely say, okay, right, it's another government that's doing this. Sure it is. And you'd be in every right to say that. But I just think that it's part of the theories that came out in the first place when these things drop. So what do you think this is? What do you make of it? Put your thoughts in there. What do you think about Ross Coulthart's his comments about the potential that this is Chinese government, their drones, their reverse technology, whatever it is? And here's another question. I think 2023 was the Langley stuff with the drones flying over that. Last year at the same time, it was Jersey and then other places. In December of 2025, are we going to be seeing these things again? Is that when they come out? They want Christmas presents? What say you? Put your thoughts in there. Let me know. Thanks for being here on the channel. I appreciate you. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done it already. And we'll be back with another video in not too long from now. Thanks again. Bye. Feeling your best starts with the right products. For me, Via. I am so proud to have them sponsoring this episode. You guys know how much I love Via. How many times you heard me talk about Via? I dig them. I love them. All the time, I am with Via. If you haven't tried them yet, you're seriously missing out. Whether you need to unwind, refocus, boost your mind, Via is here to enhance your everyday and every night. It's trusted by over 500,000 happy customers. Via is changing the game in natural wellness. It blends powerful, high-quality hemp-derived ingredients to deliver real, effect-driven benefits. Whether you're looking to sleep better, have a better libido, improve focus, recover, simply relax, Via has a tailored solution just for you. Best part is that Via legally ships around the USA. Discreet, direct to your door, no medical card required, and backed by a worry-free guarantee. If you're not sure where to start, take Via's Product Finder quiz to get a personalized recommendation tailored to your needs. It can take you less than 60 seconds to complete. For me, I love them for the sleep ones. I'm telling you, it's so relaxing. Go to sleep. I just feel so chill. And I don't know how I ever lived without Via. I love Via. So if you're 21 and over, treat yourself to 15% off. Get a free gift with your first order using our exclusive code DTE at viahemp.com. Plus, enjoy free shipping on orders over $100. That is Via, VIIAHEMP.com.